An FBI agent was shot dead in October 11, 1925. It is recorded as the first time an FBI agent was killed while working. This is another episode of Clay Crime Files, and you are now watching the story of an FBI murderer, James Durkin. FBI agent Edwin Shanahan was on a mission to arrest a 25-year-old professional car thief, Martin James Durkin. Agent Shanahan followed Durkin to a garage in Chicago because a tip came in that Durkin was sure to arrive at a garage in Chicago with a car which he had stolen and was transporting. Agent Shanahan arrived at the place and waited for a very long time, waiting for Durkin to arrive with the stolen car. But after a very long wait, he gave up and concluded that the information was incorrect, as Durkin never showed up. Now, of course, Agent Shanahan wasn't alone. He came with police officers, so during this long wait, the police officers briefly left the garage to find fellow officers who would replace them in the long wait. During this brief leave, Durkin finally drove in the garage. And like the information said, he drove in with a stolen car. Immediately he drove in, Agent Shanahan approached him in an attempt to arrest him. But Durkin immediately retaliated, got hold of a pistol from the front seat of the stolen car, and shot Agent Shanahan through the chest. Durkin escaped, and Agent Shanahan didn't survive. Agent Shanahan is known in the FBI's history as the first agent to be killed in the line of duty, and James Durkin as the first man to kill an FBI agent. This enraged the FBI, who has considered this a matter of pride and personal security, almost the entire agency. The FBI took this matter very seriously and aggressively. It's decided that Durkin must be caught very quickly. He mustn't get away with it. One of the largest criminal search in the FBI history was launched. This was not the first time Durkin had shot an officer. He had previously shot and injured 3 policemen in Chicago, and also shot and wounded a police officer in California before shooting dead Agent Shanahan. It was far enough. Now all the FBI forces throughout the country had one mission in priority, and this is to capture Durkin. A few weeks after the agent's murder, there was information about Durkin's next location. This information stated that Durkin and a female companion would visit the home of a man in Chicago. The man is the uncle of Durkin's female companion. Chicago Police Department acted on the given information in order to arrest Durkin on his arrival. This was October 28, 1925. It is 11:13 p.m. The Chicago police has positioned themselves throughout the neighborhood, waiting for Durkin's arrival. Meanwhile, 2 officers, Sergeant Gray and Sergeant Naughton, went to the uncle's apartment where Durkin is to arrive. They asked the uncle, Mr. Austin, if they could wait inside for Durkin. The uncle agreed, and the officers positioned themselves somewhere in the 2nd floor of the building and also waited for Durkin. It is now time, because Durkin has just arrived, along with his female companion named Betty. Upon his arrival, he was arrested by Sergeant Gray, but Durkin, being stubborn, decided to fight back and resist arrest. Now both of them are engaged in a struggle. Sergeant Naughton was watching as his partner, Sergeant Gray, was struggling to arrest Durkin. So he pointed a shotgun at Durkin and pulled the trigger, but missed, and a bullet only scratched Durkin's left arm, while the other bullets penetrated a wall and shot through a closet where the uncle was hiding, and the uncle was seriously wounded by the shots. Durkin's female companion saw this and couldn't let it slide because her uncle has just been shot. So she brought out a pistol and shot at Sergeant Gray and Durkin, knowing that Durkin was wearing a bulletproof vest. The pistol shots hit both Sergeant Gray and Durkin, but Durkin's bulletproof vest shielded him. After the shootings, Durkin and his female companion escaped, and both wounded victims were taken to the hospital, but didn't survive.